What's up, YouTube? Do you have Poa Triv in your fescue lawn like me and like thousands of other fescue lawns out there? Today we're going to talk about a product that is being re-released into the market that is lowering its prices, so it may be in the price range for you and I, where we can control Poa Triv, cool season weed in a cool season lawn. Let's get into it. What's going on, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here once again. Welcome back to this awesomely just mowed yesterday fescue lawn here in central North Carolina. Thank you for tuning in today. We're jumping right into the video, as many of you like for me to do. We're talking about, once again, Poa Annua and Poa Triv, but today we're talking about a new product that's been brought to my attention through our last video. Let me give the shout out to the right username. It's Monkey's Lawn Care and Gardening DIY. He is a subscriber. I've seen his name. He comments all the time. Shout out to you. I don't know his first name, but thank you so much, Monkey's Lawn Care, for mentioning this. He talked about a new product that was on the market that was released and they pulled off the market. It was called Velocity, and it's coming back. And so I started digging into this a little bit, and I found it's put out by the company name of New Farm, and the product is called Velocity PM Poa Management Herbicide. So I guess the PM would stand for Poa Management. We're going to have links to this website below. Also, I want to also link a Ollie Poole. He's big on Instagram, I believe. He's got acres of fescue. He's another North Carolina guy. He works with fescue. He's got big lawn. I've seen him on Instagram. I think he started a YouTube channel. He sat down with one of the New Farm guys and had a 45-minute discussion about it. And I swear, I thought it was me interviewing this guy, because he asked all the things I was thinking Ollie was asking him. So it was just a shout out to him. That interview will be in the link, or a link of that interview will be in the description below. I also sent it out to the community back on Tuesday, so you can check it out from the community post as well. But I'm on New Farm's site here, and so what is exciting about this is just in our, and I didn't know about this, but just in our last video, we talked about Poa Annua and we talked about Poa Triv. The difficulty about these two weeds, as Ollie said, they're the devil, because number one, they produce a lot of seeds. They're basically, and as they talked in the interview, Poa Annua specifically basically grows. It produces a bunch of seed heads. They fall into our soil, reproducing itself for years and years, and the cycle just continues and continues, and it's a major problem in fescue lawns. We don't like it. The plant itself is a lime green color. It sticks out. Most of the time they're shallow rooted and they'll die in the heat, but it's produced so many seed heads that fall into our soil, it just comes back each and every year. And we got a cool season grass type like fescue or ryegrass or bluegrass, and then you've got this cool season weed. So it's hard to get a selective herbicide to target the Poa Annua, but not to target the good fescue and kill that. That's the difficulty there. Well, Velocity PM has done it here. Sorry to get so close to the camera there. I want to read this first part. I'm reading basically just off their website. This is a brief run through of what they claim here. Velocity Poa Management Herbicide was developed to support the needs of your transition program, gradually selectively removing post-emergence annual bluegrass Poa Annua and rough stock bluegrass Poa Triv and numerous broadleaf weeds, transitioning a Poa mix stand back to a pure turf. Velocity PM reduces Poa Annua seed head production while also suppressing the development and severity of dollar spot. I mean, that is the most exciting thing I've read from a company in a long time. I've been waiting for this, and I know I've not been in lawn care as long as many of you or many out there on YouTube or some of the older generation, but to have a product now where we can spray it and it literally targets the Poa Annua and the Triv while not hurting our fescue is amazing advancement. To remove Poa Annua and Poa Triv, selectively remove post-emergence Poa Annua, Poa Triv and Nua broadleaf weeds. This is not a pre-emergent. This is, I've got Poa Triv in my lawn like what I just showed you at the top of the video. This is, I've got Poa Annua seed heads all in my lawn. This is a product you can purchase and mix at the proper rates, which we'll talk about here in a second, and it will begin over time to kill that but not kill your fescue. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Like, I know a lot of people have been waiting on this. That is awesome. Suppress Poa Annua seed head production. So while you're targeting it with this herbicide, you're reducing seed head production. That's great, because the seed heads on this Poa Annua, again, as we talked about, is what gets into the soil, gets underneath the canopy, and then we're in this cycle, right? So you're starting to end the cycle with this Velocity PM product. Flexibility to select the optimal program for your situation. Then it talks about dollar spot suppression. Substantially suppress the development and severity of dollar spot. That's big in a fescue lawn. Disease reduction for several weeks after the final application. And suppression of dollar spot will be greatest when applied before the appearance of a significant dollar spot infection. Key uses: golf course fairways and tees. I see a lot of Poa Annua specifically at the golf course about 35 miles up the road from my house. A lot of Poa Annua has invaded the putting green, residential and commercial lawns. It is listed here for your lawn. You, the DIYer, the residential home care owner, the companies you hire, you can ask them if you don't do your own lawn care and you have a company do your lawn care. Just because you have a company, ask them about Velocity PM. Say, hey, are you guys going to be applying this? What's the rate? What is the charge? That is something I would ask if I had a lawn care service. Sod farms, athletic fields. All right, turf types. Here's where I want to be clear. Creeping bentgrass, perennial ryegrass, tall fescue, dormant Bermuda grass. That would be during the off season, during winter, when Bermuda goes dormant. When the Bermuda grass is dormant, you can apply this, okay? And dormant Bermuda grass overseeded with perennial ryegrass. These are the safe ones. The one that you do not see on here is Kentucky bluegrass. The guy, Aaron, on the video, on the interview with Ollie Poole, was talking about how bluegrass has characteristics similar to the Poa Trivialis, and therefore it can be targeted by this product. So if you've got, like the project lawn comes to mind, I would not probably want to spray this in my project lawn, which stinks, because I would love to get rid of the Poa there and test it out there, but I would definitely test it here. I don't have, if I have any bluegrass left here, I would be fine in applying it in my lawn. My lawn is 100% turf type tall fescue, but bluegrass lawns, beware. This is probably not, if you got 100% bluegrass, this is not for you. If you have 85% tall fescue, 15% bluegrass, you risk killing possibly the bluegrass. So if you're willing to do that, go for it, but be warned. Then it goes into weeds being controlled, and we'll kind of sum it up here. Poa Annua, Poa Trivialis, common chickweed, sticky chickweed, white clover, large clover, hop clover, dandelions, henbit, lawn burrweed, parsley perrette, plantain, broadleaf plantain, buckhorn plantain, swinencress, yellow nutsedge, another terrible one, and yellow wood sorrel. And I think that's it. And there's a ton of other information. Let me go into application timing. And I heard Aaron from New Farm say this as well. This product is best applied in hotter conditions. That's crazy to me. So when, right around coming up soon, when they're releasing this product, before it checks out and the Poa Triv checks out, you can clear it out. But also when we're in later part of season, I think he said between 60 degrees and 90 degrees, you can be applying this. Spring applications are best as a follow-up to a prior fall program. Summer treatments are the most aggressive and appropriate if you desire rapid Poa control, and fall applications are least aggressive and preferred for slow transition. And then it talks about 14-day interval. He talked about in the interview, you want to kick it while it's down. So once you apply this, Aaron from New Farm was basically saying you're going to get the same things I've talked about here on our channel with Ornamic 170. You guys remember how we attacked the Bermuda, right? It's similar. So we sprayed half of our lawn with Ornamic 170, and it stuns the growth of the fescue. It doesn't kill it, but it's like a PGR, he said, a growth regulator. It freezes it in place, and the chemical begins to attack. He also said, while I'm thinking about it, no non-ionic surfactant needs to be applied with this. But it will freeze the turf grass where it's the height of your grass, your good fescue. It begins to hit the Poa Annua or the Poa Triv, and then 14 to 21 days later, he says you want to come back and do a second application. doing it twice is going to work much better than doing one heavy dose, because hitting it twice is going to affect it more and begin to rid it out of your lawn and transition that Poa Triv out of your lawn. And lastly, he's saying, and this is by acre, the slow program, you would do 0.75 fluid ounces per acre 5 times on a 14 to 21 day interval. If you want to go for a maintenance program, 3 years plus, he's got that here. That's 2.25 fluid ounces applied twice on a 14 to 21 day interval. So you're up in the amount, and it says preferred when less than 10% POA remains. So anyways, there's lots of information here. He gets into some pictures here that I may be able to put up here, talking about when they sprayed 100% POA, how it just wiped it out, and he's got some rates in here. So with that said, this is exciting. The only thing I would say about this that doesn't have me excited is the price. What I'm seeing right now, I emailed a rep for the Southeast region for us here in North Carolina. He did email me back. I think his name was Greg. He said you're looking at $500 for a 16-ounce bottle. $500 for a 16-ounce bottle. So how badly do you want to get Poa Triv, Poa Annua out of your lawn? If you're willing to pull the money out of your pocket and out of your bank account, you begin to spray this. It sounds like it will take Poa Triv out. It's a third option for Poa Annua, Poa Triv. You can spend the money and the upfront cost. You're not using a lot. Remember, that heavy dose was 2.25 fluid ounces per acre. That's not per 1,000 square feet like us home care, residential lawn care owners. So you're not using a lot of product. So a 16-ounce bottle will last a long time, and you can continuously apply this over years, but you're spending about $500. It's exciting that there's something out there. So if you're looking at saving your pennies, that it maybe next year you're like, hey, I'm saving up to get this because I'm going to let the Triv thinks it's going to beat me. It's going to spread, I know, but I'm going to buy this product and I'm going to get out here and begin to spray it and take it all out at one time. It's another option for you. It is out there. It is rated for residential lawns. So I'm excited to bring you the info. I think it's important to talk about this. That option is out there, though it sounds like it's very expensive, $500. I'm going to try my best somehow, some way to get my hands on a bottle. I don't want to pay $500. Lord knows that we can't afford it in this home, but somehow I'll try to pitch in with maybe 2 or 3 guys, and maybe we split it. I don't know, but we will try to put it out and see, does it work or not? Is it true? Is it all hype, or is it real? So I wanted to bring it to you to let you know that option is out there. So if we got any rich people out there that really wants to rid Poa. Now for the Poa Triv guys, I'm excited about that the most. The Poa Annua I can almost deal with. I've learned, you know, when I overseed, I can do pre-emergent in the fall and stop the Poa Annua. It's the Poa Triv that I think this is the most exciting for me, because the Poa Triv continues to spread. If you don't deal with it, it gets worse. And you're talking about $500 ain't nothing when your whole lawn begins to get taken over by Poa Triv. Is it worth it? So down the road, it may be more worth it, but if you spend it up front now, you begin saving for it, then I think it could be something that definitely saves your entire lawn from being taken over by a weed that nothing else kills it but Roundup, digging it up, constantly doing it over and over and over again, where there's just a herbicide you spray and it begins to work. So we will see. There'll be plenty of YouTubers, I'm sure, before me, like Ollie, probably get his hands on it, and we'll see what happens in their lawn. So let me know your comments and your thoughts on this below. Is $500 absolutely ridiculous? I think before it was $900, now it's $500, so they've dropped the price. But let me know your thoughts. Is it something you would ever consider using? Would you save up and buy this product? Do you think they need to bring it down any more? What's your thoughts? Give the video a like if you enjoy this topic, talking about problem weeds in our fescue lawn. And comment below. Thank you for checking out today. Hope this has been educational, interesting for you. God bless you. We'll see you on the next lawn care video from Central North Carolina. God bless you.